I think everybody's, wants to go out and win a game. I think, last two games been pretty crazy. I think it's been really fun, but obviously we weren't on the right side of it last night and hope to be on it tonight.
Other questions?
Hey, Lane, a bunch of guys, including your manager, talked about resilience, and that's who we are. It's been a theme all season, really. But when you came in and you joined the team and started to get the feel for everything, when did you kind of realize that was a personality of the team?
Probably it goes back to when I played against them. I feel like you just noticed how well they, handled certain situations, and obviously I noticed how well the bullpen was because I don't know if I hit very well that series, and so I kind of knew coming in. I remember seeing Vogt when we were leaving that day when I was on the opposing team and just being like, man, it's fun to watch you guys play kind of thing, and so I kind of had known even before I got here, and it was just cool to be a part of it once I did get here.
Teams like that, this specific team, do you think it's more player-led, or is it more player-led, that identity, or is the manager a big part of it? How would you kind of size up the ingredients to make that happen?
I don't know if I have an answer for that. I think it takes a full clubhouse of both staff and players and, people that understand the main goal. And I feel like they do a really good job of that here.
Brendan?
Obviously not the first elimination game that you've played in here in the postseason. Do you take anything from the way that you felt or you prepared from those first couple games? Does that help you be your best version of yourself tonight?
Yeah, I think it helps that we, this is the second series, so we kind of know what it took the first series, but obviously different club, different pitchers and stuff. But yeah, we definitely prepare the same. I think everybody's going into it, expecting to win.
Start with Lauren on your left.
Steven, take us through your lineup changes.
Yeah, left-handed starter, so that's where we start Fry and Noel, and Bo Naylor's been catching Bybee almost every game, so that's what went into it.
Questions? Lauren?
What are you looking to see from Bybee tonight when we know that he's really hitting his mark?
Just when he's attacking the zone with his best stuff. I think, they hit him around a little bit the first time out, and so we'll make adjustments from that. And, Tanner's been our guy and will be, and I expect him to go out and have a great game tonight.
Point.
Steven, have your pitching guys kind of dove into what's happened to Class A the last two times out? Is there just one thing, or is his velo down, or what have you seen?
All I've seen is that he's just missing over the middle a little bit right now. He's kind of in the mid-thigh range. He's in the middle part of the zone. When Class A's at his best, he's at the top and at the bottom. So for me, it's get back to hitting your spots and pitch. And, but Emmanuel will be right back out there in the ninth tonight because he's our guy.
Brendan right here.
It might be a statistical anomaly, but Torres has reached base safely in the first inning 7 times in the postseason, and Soto 6 times. Is there something about those at-bats early in the game that you're noticing that is standing out that you try to work against here in an elimination game?
I think that's just they're two very good players that come out of the gates ready to go. And a lot of times, for starting pitchers, maybe it takes them a hit or two to settle in, and those are two guys you can't settle in against. So for us, it's attack them the way we want to and make pitches and try and keep them off the base.
Questions? Ben?
Josh Naylor had some good results yesterday. Did you notice anything different with his approach or with his swing that led to that?
I thought the swing on the first base hit, he got a changeup up and was able to just get enough on it to get into the outfield. And then really the double, that was the first fastball he's seen over the middle of the plate. These guys have been pitching him really tough. They've been throwing changeups down and away, getting him to chase, and it's really no secret. But for Josh, that's what he does when he gets fastballs in the middle of the zone. That's why they're not throwing him any there. So, but for Josh, it's getting to be himself, looking in that damage zone and staying diligent to it.
Tyler and then Lauren.
Having recently been a catcher and game playing yourself, even though the names change sometimes on the Yankees, are these always the sorts of at-bats that they're going to take? Like, they always seem, no matter who's there, draw a lot of walks and not mistakes.
They don't chase. They're on the fastball and they don't chase. So it's a good combination for offense. And it seems like no matter who they bring in, no matter who they have, and they identify these guys before they bring them in, right? They want guys that control the zone and do damage. So, and they do a great job of that. That's why the Yankees are always a good team. So it's for us, we've got to make our pitches in the zone. We've talked about it all series long. We have to execute our pitches in the zone and get weak contact.
Warren?
What's the availability of it from this evening, Titan Classic?
Yeah, I mean, we're full go. Everybody's available. How many pitches? That's going to be the question. And so for us, we don't want to overextend any of our guys. This will be 3 in a row. We know what we're up against. We know what we're facing. That being said, we have enough guys and enough bullets to get us through this game and win it.
Are any of your starters available?
No, they're not. I mean, Ben Lively and Joey Cantillo are already in the bullpen, but Matthew Boyd and Gavin Williams are not.
Hey, Steven, I know you talked countless times about who you guys are and the kind of the identity of the team. When did you first really become convinced that never say die personality was real?
I mean, we saw it early in the year. We had a couple late game comebacks. So it just seemed like as the first few weeks transpired, every time we would give up a run, we'd punch right back. I think, if I remember right, it might have been our second home game. The White Sox scored 5 runs in the first inning off of our starter, and we had the game tied by the third. And it was just, that's who we became. And the guys in that clubhouse owned that, and that's been their mantra. That's been the way that they've carried themselves, is that we never back down, we never quit. And again, last night, Stanton hits that homer off Cade Smith, first runs he's given up all postseason, and our guys weren't defeated. We came right back and punched them, and that's who this group is.
Think that, or do you like, is that like a player-led quality, or do you think that you and your coaching staff have really combined with the clubhouse to create that? How would you characterize it?
The players drive the bus. The players drive everything. And it's our job as a staff to identify what they're wanting to do and to own that and help push it in the right direction. Everything we do is for our players and about our players. And whatever they decide they want to be, we're going to jump all in and we're going to go.
Right, Jorge?
Steve, what do you think your guys can take from seeing Vogt in game 1 and applying that here tonight?
I think there's the familiarity. We've seen him once. And for us, it's making adjustments from what we saw. And we know he can throw any pitch at any time. That's the hard part about hitting, is you don't know what's coming. But our guys have seen him. We've hit lefties very well this year. So I feel like we're ready to go, and we've got a good game plan.
Anything else for Steven? Ben?
Maybe you've already announced this, but do you guys have the starter for Game 6? Should I get that far?
We don't.
Not yet.
Just play that later.
Yep.
David Torres reached base in the first inning in all 4 games. I believe, how important is it to get that clean inning to start, and maybe allowing Lively to get deeper into this game?
I mean, it's great to get zeros. It's great to get zeros, and we just talked about their first inning stuff a couple minutes ago, and that's our job. We got to make pitches and keep them off base.